Hello again, it's me. I am here in this beautiful, beautiful Benicia, California. I have just finished and completed a giant task. It took me, 4 individual days. The first day I picked up the stuff and started to cut it out. The second day I was able to cut out a lot of it and put it together. Parts of it, like the very base, like 2 out of 9 pieces were done. Then the second day I only had like an hour to work, the third day I only had like an hour to work in the morning. So I built a little bit more, and then I came back the rest of the day and I built a little bit more. And as the 4th day, that was completely all mine. I finished, and it looks beautiful. So I'm going to show it off. We get into widescreen mode. There we go. So you're asking, what are we looking at? This is a storage unit, and so what have I done? I have built a giant shelf. It is over-engineered on purpose so that it could hold lots and lots of awnings. Now, what's an awning, you would ask? Well, hold on, let me show you. It looks like a tube like this. This one looks like it's about 15, maybe 12 to 15 inches wide. So that's your awning. And so they would go fit in these grooves. Now actually, if you look at this measurement, I don't have it with me, but I think from here to here is 14 inches. And the tubes can be 15 inches in diameter. You go, oh no, it won't fit. Well, of course it will, because if it's round, it'll go over and it'll actually meet at the middle. So I mid-maxed as much space as I could to fit as much as I could. So these, I believe these are 17 inches in height here. No, this is 17 inches tall. And then we have like a 15 inches, like I think 16 to here, if you measure from here to here. I think it's 15 and a half. Yeah. And so to make as much space as possible on the left and on the right. And so there was no need to put a place on the bottom. It just goes all the way through. Let me see if I can zoom in. All the way through there. And the bottoms. And on the tops, that's where it gets interesting. That's where it starts to show off my design. Now, let me show you the back first so I can give you an idea. Going to the very back here. If you look here, I built the plywood all the way to the end and down, right there. Because I want to show you the front and what I did. Because I didn't do that in the front. In the front, I actually have the first piece of wood slightly raised. And so what happens, that plywood is on top. It doesn't go on top. I actually cut a groove so that the plywood could meet here. Now, why did I do that? Why didn't I just have the plywood go all the way through like this and end there? Well, because over time, consistent use of things hitting here and rubbing against here, that would chew up that plywood so fast, it'd be dead in a year. So I have a little bit of wood, a little bit of solid wood, so that they could take the brunt of sliding and hitting and grooving. That way, it'll save the longevity of it. So how did I actually build this thing? Well, I have these 8-foot tall 4x4s, and they're going down here. Attached to these is these carriage bolts. They're about 8 inches long. I made sure to have the washer, a lock nut, and the bolt, then the nut itself, lock washer, sorry. And so that way, this thing is immovable. This thing will not budge. You can have I think up to 4,000 pounds of weight hit on it, and it'll still survive more than the wood would. It would, yeah. And so we have these pieces of wood holding here, and then I made a bridge, and across the bridge I put the plywood. Now the plywood is the tongue and groove. So do I have a better example where it wasn't as flush? Not really. It's pretty good. It's basically in the back here. I can show you. It's got a groove in it, and so basically I was able to focus. There we go. It's basically able to have a piece of plywood fit in there like that, So that makes it so that there is no gap. And so that's what I did with these. I have it so it's twin grooved in there. And those are screwed down into these parts. So they are secured down that way. And then what even strengthens up the plywood more is that on the left and right channel here and the middle, I have 2x4s, 12 feet long, all the way across, all the way back. Maybe adjust the light there. And and then screwed upward, get a good example, into it, which then makes this plywood even stronger so that it could take lots of abuse. So if any weight comes down here and slides on, you have the supports of the top. You have these 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces of wood going across, supporting the weight, and supporting that weight straight down is the 4x4. So this thing is over-engineered, and I love it. And there's room above. If for some reason we wanted to have a roof, it's there. There's room for it. It would be another block across here, but I highly doubt that we would need to hold a full 20. Maybe we do. But in short, I made a thing. I'm very proud of it. These are from end to end. I believe I measured them at 77 inches. Each one of these, I had like a 17.5-inch here. You have a 5.5, and then every one of these is 17, 5.5, 17, 5.5, and the rest of the 4x4. But yeah, this turned out exactly as I engineered it. Every part of this is exactly how I want it to be. I had bought some additional wood to have triangles, but this thing is so over-engineered that it's not needed. This thing is not falling down. If a car hit it, with full weight, it would stay up. In fact, this thing's so heavy, I was able to load everything on a big truck, all this wood, but man, I was sluggish and heavy. So this thing is a lot of weight. I got these little dollies that I'm going to start loading up and putting some of those awnings on here, so that I, just to show it off as design. So thank you for coming and watching. And this is my thing. I made a thing, and I'm really happy about it. And so I will leave this video with a big thumbs up to you. Bye.